Hello, hello, and good morning, Chat Nation. I hope you are excited like I am. Today, this Friday, here on studio, we are having a Furahi day, and you are among the lucky viewers to be among this show with us today, and it's Chat Spot. Guys, you are on the right place, and I'm not alone here on studio. I am along with amazing ladies, and I'm your host, Purity Mathu.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Marianne Jerry, and as Purity has said, we are a full house indeed. And now today we will be looking at anything and everything relationships. The sweet, the sour, the beautiful, the ugly, anything and everything that has to do with relationships. We got it right here on ChatSpot.
Yes, and if you have anything about relationships, you can also text us. We are going to be talking about everything from TikTok, whatever's trending in relationships. We are going to be going to the streets and asking people about their opinions. What is king treatment? What is princess treatment? And what does that look like for you? I am your host, Mombi Karaoke.
Yes, my beautiful people. I'm your host, Marco Faith. And on our first topic, it's soft launch and hard launch. Yes, and I'd like to turn to our host. Have you guys been in relationships? First, have you guys been in a relationship? You know, I might be here assuming that you guys are dating and, oh, Mama Kanisa in it.
Hata Mama Kanisa wako na watu. Yes.
Oh, mko na watu?
Yeah.
I'm happy. Okay. So, what do you guys prefer? Do you prefer soft launching your partner, hard launching your partner, or also, you know, there is that, and there is also what do you prefer you being done? Do you prefer to be soft launched or to be hard launched? Hebu nianze na mimi. Mimi, najua mtani judge, lakini mimi nataka ni hard launchiwe, lakini mimi hapo kwa kumlaunch, soft launch, kapete tu.
Why? Kwa nini?
Juu sasa ndio ikiisha mnijudge hapa, kila mtu ananiambia sina nyota kwa mapenzi.
Na kwa nini hata yeye ikiisha, people will still ask.
You know I'm the prize, so shida yake.
Pole, hatukuwa tunajua.
Hamkuwa mnajua? Kwani you are not?
You don't believe in soft launch? Oh. Yeah.
Come on.
All in, ama twende home.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Like,
Preach.
all in, ama acha tuikae.
You know, that's actually funny coming from her, because me, I believe madem wengi upenda ku hard launch. You are like, introduce me to your friends immediately.
True.
Like,
Yeah.
Why unanificha? If you're not hard launching, you're hiding me. Full stop. Like,
But also, let's discuss why they actually do it.
unaogopa, first of all, I think unaogopa mtu wako akwe mtu wetu.
You know ni
'Cause,
ukweli.
hey, in the streets,
Nairobi.
they are cold.
Yule anakupea ndio ananipea. Akikuletea
Yeah, so
Anatuletea.
I genuinely do think that people are afraid that mtu wako ni mtu wetu. And then also kuna standards, the people who put standards on themselves. So kuna venye unajieka, and then you want people to perceive your partner a certain type of way. So avoid explain. Have you ever met someone and the first thing, like, I want to show you a picture of the person I'm with, alafu anakwambia ati sipati picha yake mzuri, itu ndo iko, and you wonder why
about
is
the personality.
that?
I fell in love with the personality.
Like, people feel the need to explain themselves. So because of that, I think that most people wanataka tu kuficha partners. Yeah, utamwona siku ya harusi.
True.
lakini msiwafiche, tutawajudge. We know when it comes to the heart, hamna taste. We know that.
Unajua,
Girls, we know.
You'll say that, and then when I pop out with my man, you'll start judging because of how he looks.
Sasa
Yeah.
lakini akikaa vibaya tutakujudge in our hearts. Mimi sitakuonyesha personally. I'll be like, "Oh, anakaa poa," and then kwa nyumba sasa ikio kiatu ulimtoa wapi?
True. But also, let's talk about how wale watu wenye wana hard launch end up ingi vibaya. For
Ile ya
some
mulamwa.
reason.
Yeah, ni because I feel like ni una hard launch mtu kama hamja establish like what are we exactly. We cannot hard launch your talking stage alafu useme, oh, I didn't know. You knew this would
Situationships.
happen. Exactly. So
You
I
rush
feel,
things.
yeah, if you are in a place where you feel like you are established with your partner, we have said what we are, it's on paper, and we tunaona, we have, yeah, that's when you can say, yeah, I'm posting my man for the world to see. Yeah.
Let me ask on that. Do you also think that part of the reason mbona some of these celebrity couples normally wanna break up after wame had launch ni kwa sababu ya kusikiza hiyo negative voice ya mtaachana, because nobody online ever wishes you good. Kila mtu anatakanga muachane. So do you also feel like hard launching pia contribute to the breakages of some of these celebrity relationships?
Yeah, it does. And also I feel another reason why people also soft launch ni for privacy reasons. If you put your relationship out there, ni biashara yetu. Now people feel entitled to keep saying, "Ai, huyo tu ndo ulipata."
True.
Lakini kwa nini huyo tu ulipata? Lakini ukweli kwa nini huyo? Hakuna watu wengine.
Your type is not my type. Yeah. So
True.
Sasa ipeko ni kiatu. I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
My bad.
I feel attacked.
Okay,
So-
but we can also like find couples watu wenye wali had launch ama soft launch for example.
Oh yeah, like you say, I don't know if you guys watched Nihan and Kamotho. They had launched it, and unfortunately, things did not go well. Hey, drama there, drama here. But I totally agree with you. It's just because of all the negative energy out there. Because people were like, you know what, Kamotho, your girl is a cheat, nini nini, and then he started listening to the voices, and unfortunately, it went south, and I was there for the tea because you know what, you launched it for us. We have to know what's happening.
Yeah. And so that's why I repeat, like before you had launched your partner, mkwe established like what exactly are we? Ndio sauti ya uko nje isikushake. Because if someone can tell you, "Hey, me, I don't think that girl of yours," you know, alafu umwache, that means you are not there yet to the place where you can say, "Sisi, we will had launch each other." Yeah.
But for the soft launches, you know,
Soft launch ni talking stage.
networking stage.
Yeah.
Now I say wanna date. Umeona, have you seen this girl who does the dating stories? Her name is
Kerry Kagiri.
Yeah, Kerry Kagiri. She just posted like a video with her partner,
ring.
an engagement ring. You're still talking stage. You're still talking stage, my friend.
Sasa tutaona the person time ya Rurashio ama
Wakishama nini, unaona anniversary birthday ya watoto au dini harusi ya watoto actually.
Jamani.
Yeah, mtamrogea. Unajua, you know, I heard for Kerry Kagiri alikuwa amepost that I'm about to get married kitambo, like kitambo. And then wow, things went south.
Oh.
So Misa, hadi mimi nikuwa yeye, honestly guys, the ring only. I'll not post my guy, ndo mroge.
Akona PTSD already.
I get the point, but still at the same time, hard launch all the way.
True.
You have to post me and I'm going to post you.
Lakini ujue,
Unless the partner wants privacy.
ujue
Other than
tu
that, I don't see any other
mkiachana,
reason.
it's totally our business.
Ni
Yeah,
sawa tu.
Yeah.
Na hatuachani.
And you must give us the tea. Like utupe chai. For real, I just feel bad for a couple who had launches and then wakiachana hawatupei. Unaona kama ile ya that guy, what is his name, with the curls? You remember him?
Junior
and Tatiana.
It's not your business. So if I
It is. You brought it to us.
Exactly, but I don't owe you an explanation as to why things went sour.
Yeah, lakini hamwezi
Hiyo ni
kuwa
mambo yetu.
mnafanya.
Maybe I'm the villain in the story.
Imagine hamwezi kuwa
Lete,
mkifanya kwa
tukujudge.
marriage pamoja always and then suddenly mnarudi mnadisappear, you
invest
bounce
your
out.
feelings. That's your problem.
But
We
that
still
sounds
deserve
like
an
your problem.
explanation, though we were invested in this love story.
Yeah, but I get it though. Anyway, had launch your partners.
Yeah.
We are soft launch ni. Dating in the darkness. Don't do that.
Guys, for the girls, I don't agree with Mombi. I tell you, just soft launch them. Achako had launch. You're the prize, baby girl.
Ooh.
The prize.
Rich.
Period.
Yeah.
But also like we can talk about the hard launch zenye ziliwork, for example kama Nameless and Wahoo, we grew up like seeing them and tujaona we broke up and we left the house,
Yeah, and with kids size, wanafanyaga content
tumeona
pamoja with
wakigrow
their
up.
kids.
And the benefit of hard launching ni others wanakaa kando. Anyway, it could work both ways. Like unaweza sema ni kama this whole concept when you're anasemanga ati I just feel like I like them because I've seen how they treat their partner. So it's not them that you like, it's what they do for their partner. So iko na both sides of the coin. It could be that watu watakuona uko na mtu and they say, "Oh, me, I respect that and I'm going to back." But wengine wataona waseme, this one, wife material, the way nimeona kifua, I want like that one. Exactly this one.
Honest opinion, wale wasiofanya hivyo ni wasichana. Wasichana wakiona mvulana wako amekupeleka date, huyo ndio watataka. Huyo tu.
I don't know why watu wako hivyo. The sisterhood, they come broken somewhere. We need to fix it.
Girls, let's go for therapy. Love yourself
And
first.
stay away from
Love yourself
people.
first. Yeah. Achana na mtu wangu hadi mimi nimekapitia before nimpate.
Oh
Hey,
my
nimelia. Hey.
So sad.
Before we move on to the next thing, let me ask, do you feel like some cases are harassment, harassment in whatever context you might take it, hata kupigwa na your boyfriend, do you think some of them occur kwa sababu we are so intentional and intent about hiding our people?
Yeah. Sasa sahi, if I find with a black eye, hata sijui ni nani.
Yeah.
Maybe is it the guy that whose hand you posted or the one whose ear you posted? I can't even tell.
You can't even tell if they're the same person to start with.
Exactly. But if I hear a case of gender-based violence and a guy that I know is dating this girl, now everyone knows it's been made public, the blame goes to the guy. So there's a kind of shame that's brought to the guy. So people might tend to stay away from gender-based violence. Yeah. Usifiche mtu.
That's interesting actually, because unajua hata ile siku utapigwa marafiki wako wanajua wanakuta nani, wanajua ni nani wana trace.
Hata ukienda missing. With this sahi unaweza enda missing. Hata we can't even tell if it's the same guy you posted.
Tunaanza kufanya investigation hiyo watch sinaonanga manu nayo
Tuna launch a whole search team kukutafuta, and had you told us your man from the beginning,
it would have been easier.
I think hata kama ni ku soft launch pia, make sure that at least 2 or 3 of your
They
friends
know.
are in the know of mtu wako ni nani exactly, because if anything ever happens to you, nobody will ever have an explanation.
Usipotee tuanze kukutafuta na tujui tutaanzia wapi.
So sometimes
Tell us.
inakuanga like important.
Also for like a safety thing. See ati every day you are going somewhere with a guy. We hata tujui record name. So tujue.
So what is our conclusion in this discussion?
There needs to be balance.
Yeah.
So you can decide not to launch your partner on social media, but your friends close family, wamjue picha, hata tuma picha ya ID.
Kidogo.
Tujue hadi kwao. Tujue kwao.
254.
Exactly. A lot is happening. So people need to know who you are with all the time. Huwezi disappear tu na a man. Na tujue ulienda wapi, or a woman. I think that's it.
Nice. We are going to go to the next segment, which is Vox Pop. We want to talk about what is, bare minimum, ama ni king treatment, ama ni princess treatment. We want to know, because hapa tukitalk about hard launch na soft launch, pia wewe anakutreat vizuri ama kidogo. We want to know all about that in a few, so do not hit that dial button right there. We'll be right back.
Hello, I'm Lavender Sagaf, and today on ChatSpot, we'll be hearing people's perspective on relationship matters. We'll be asking them how their partner treats them and whether they think that is the treatment they deserve. On today's segment, we'll be asking people how they would rank how their partner treats them and whether it is bare minimum, king's treatment, or princess treatment. Tag along, because you don't want to miss this. Hi, I'm here with
Sean.
Cynthia.
Are you two dating?
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you a few questions. If Sean takes you out and the waiter brings the bill and he pays for it, is it bare minimum or princess treatment?
That is bare minimum.
Why?
Because if you can't afford me, then you can't have me.
Okay. Sean, would you agree to that?
Kidogo mi nitasema I think it's princess treatment, because definitely I'm not obligated to do that. I choose to do it. So for me, I think it's princess treatment.
Okay. And another question. If Sean unblocks the girl that makes him uncomfortable or that makes you uncomfortable, is it bare minimum or princess treatment?
That is bare minimum.
Why?
Let's say, ukinunua nguo mpya, unaweza vaa ukiwa mchafu?
Not really.
Yeah, that means you must jitoa uchafu, then uvae hiyo nguo.
Not.
Then I'll have to go with you.
Naona Sean ameanza kujam.
Kidogo simu si yangu. Simu ni yangu. So, to an extent, hiyo bado ni princess treatment bana. Mimi nimeamua kuwa block. Tukia unblock simu ni yangu. You can block who you want to block on your phone.
So that's princess treatment to you.
Yeah.
Okay. Cindy ameanza kujam. Cindy.
No, that is bare minimum. Siwezi sema ati ni princess treatment. Kama unanitaka au wengine utabidi umewa cut off.
Okay, so you're a jealous type.
I must.
And another thing, Cindy, let's say Sean akuandikie barua ya mapenzi, wanaita mapenzi, right? Is it princess treatment or bare minimum?
That is princess treatment.
Oh, why?
Because I must feel like I'm loved.
Yeah.
Pure.
Na Sean, wewe?
Hiyo nayo ni bare minimum. Sasa stories za medi, nikimedi hapo niandike nikupee. Bare minimum. Sawa kuwa nafaa.
Okay, well, it was lovely to have you.
Amazing, amazing. I hope you have seen what exactly men out here and ladies think about bare minimum and princess treatment. Oh my God, it's insane. I want to know from you guys. Je, mnaona aje, like
Me
ama ni
personally,
sisi-
I like kama sasa for example, mtu anasema rewatching a movie with your partner 10 times. Is that king treatment or is that bare minimum? Me personally, I'm not watching the movie for the 11th time.
I agree.
So
Adi for the second time.
So I think if I did that, nijikute tu by mistake,
Yeah.
I consider that king treatment.
True.
Yeah, like if I'm doing anything that I'm going out of my way, like an extra mile, that's king treatment.
But let's talk about you. What he exactly does to you, the princess treatment.
So, like princess treatment is anything extra than what is
expected
by society. In like, for example, you're expected to buy flowers, to like provide, to
track
do-
my cycle.
to track my cycle. So that is bare minimum.
Exactly.
But if you like buy me a Mercedes,
That's
we
princess
can-
treatment. Yeah. You need treat.
Yeah, so that is princess treatment. But hii ingine kama sasa ati rubbing someone's feet. Hey, that should not be anyone's treatment.
Slavery.
but-
Slavery, my sister.
Guys, come on, guys.
We should not be
Even
doing
slavery.
that.
Guys, come on.
But if I'm going like an extra mile, it's like a burden, then that's king treatment.
Let me ask, do you feel like some of these things zinakuwaga relative? Because you know sometimes you come from a very, very toxic relationship and then suddenly you are in this like flowery relationship. This guy is getting you flowers, this guy is massaging your feet, this guy is tracking your cycle, this guy is
Bare
doing
minimum?
everything that
minimum.
you would
In the book.
consider bare minimum. Do you think do you think that a person coming from such a toxic relationship into this heaven-like relationship akikuja saizi on this other ata consider hizi vitu zenye tunasema ni bare minimum saizi as bare minimum? Do you feel
Ata consider kama princess treatment.
So I think
And
it's
it's
relative.
But no, I don't think it's relative. What you need to do, you need to come out from that. Whatever you were going through in the past, you didn't deserve that. My friend, my baby girl, my sister, you didn't deserve that. What you're experiencing now is what you deserve. So you ilikuwa mateso, this is just the bare minimum. True. Yeah, it's not. I know at first you might take it relatively, like you might find it like you're being treated, but that's what you deserve after all. You just had a toxic man. Yeah, you just need to find the right person.
kuna kuaga na hii kusimp? Kuna watu wengine ufeel kama the bare minimums for us ni kusimp. So what would you tell a guy mwenye ana feel kama giving your girl a jacket when it's cold, for instance, ni kusimp?
In a lean a lot to toxic masculinity.
Yeah.
Like what the men in this generation are being told. Like, Mrs. Fanya dem hivo. Like, that's your
Mature.
girl.
Hey.
What do you
Kuambia,
mean?
like, guys,
Give her
mature.
jacket. Like, yeah. So
Stop being a boy, just be a man. Mature, do it for your lady.
Show me what you're feeling.
Ni wewe ulinitaka.
Show it.
yeah. So I don't
Mine's-
like your concept here simping. I just think in toxic masculinity, it's the men who are doing the bare minimum, who don't want to feel bad for doing the bare minimum, so they encourage other men to do bare minimum. Though at least we are all in the same boat, just treating people vibaya.
True, amazing. I just want us to talk about the bare minimum and king's treatment right now, which is a Vox Pop trying to be showcased. Ilifanywa interview pamoja na enye umewatch tu saizi. So we want to discuss. Sasa nayo men, you know.
They think.
What do they think? Sisi tukimrab miguu ina give ama hai give, you know. We want to hear that in a few, and we will be right back to discuss on that.
Hi, I'm here with Sly.
And Manu.
Are you two dating?
Yes.
That's nice. Sly, I'm going to ask you whether the things you do for him are bare minimum or king's treatment. Rubbing his feet after a long day of work.
That is king treatment. Feet are smelly, so going out of your way to make sure that you clean them and rub them, that is a lot.
I agree with her. That's king treatment because can't be wearing socks from morning till evening. When you come home, your feet are smelly. So that's king's treatment.
And what about doing laundry for him?
This is not your husband. Those are wifely duties. So why are you doing the laundry, Mrs. Washington? Do not clean for him. That is his job. Let him be responsible. Let him clean up after himself. When you get married, then it's a different story altogether.
I agree with her also because you can't wash my clothes.
Yeah,
First of all, we are not married.
Yeah.
We are not husband and wife. We're just dating. So as for me, I do my laundry daily. Yeah. Daily, yeah. I do laundry daily. I wash my clothes daily.
Wow.
Yeah.
True.
And Sly, what about spicing things up and taking him out to a fancy restaurant or planning a date night?
That is king treatment. Because normally a man is learned to do that. So if I do decide to go out of my way, that is out of the norm. So that is definitely king treatment.
That is bare minimum. Because remember, we've dated for long, so I've been taking her out each and every time. Let's say once in a month, twice a month.
But like the point is, it's not a normal thing. Like it's not normal, so that's why I'm saying it's king treatment.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was lovely to have you two today. Thank you so much.
Let's discuss on this.
Lakini mimi nimefeel huyo boy anapenda hiyo manzi yake hataki ajam on set. Anaenda kupinga kidogo ako. You know what? I agree with you babe. I agree. Second, mimi utaja baby si ndio?
Tunahitaji kama
The world needs more men like those. Yeah. Mengine hapo.
Kuna kitu the lady amesema, and I think this is very, very important for all the guys out there. Like picking up after yourself is bare minimum. In fact, even cooking for yourself, wallahi, that's a life skill, because had the girl not shown up in your life, how would you have survived in her absence?
Ungekuwa unakula nini?
Yeah, kuna vitu zingine ni very, very basic for you as a guy. It's a basic human survival skill, just to say the very least.
So everyone should know how to cook for themselves, to clean for themselves. Yani just the basic everyday things. They're not for your partner. Hizo ni zako. That's why you see people get into marriages, alafu unapata like they can't live together because the husband thinks the wife is asleep. We leave the house na wewe at 7 in the morning and we come back at 7 p.m. and you still expect the wife to do everything from A to Z. Alafu unasema, you know me, I'm the man in the relationship. Ataenda.
Mimi personally, mimi nitaenda.
I think our world will be just a happy place.
Inaweza sound cliche nikisema hivi, but you married a wife, you didn't marry a house help. Kuna vitu zingine ni very, very basic.
Especially when people get kids, that's when sasa the burden in a hit home vizuri. Because now you're not just cooking for one person, you're cooking for 2 people now, or 3, or even 4. You are doing laundries at 5 people. Like over time, it takes a toll on you. So and you need help. Like marriage is for companionship. It's not for slavery.
But one thing that the girl has said, buying expensive gifts for your man, that's king treatment. You know, most of the girls, you just wait there for your man to buy you things. Spice up the relationship just for one day. Just buy him a gift. Just try. Juu mimi nikimpata huko mbai nitambaia na nitamuiba my girl. Aya. Nipata na kubaia huko mbai. Mimi nambaia na kutoka hapo akuoni.
Calm down.
Yeah, I think that both parties should put effort into the relationship, whether it takes two to work. Si wewe kila siku unabaiwa. Hey, you know, make it a point. So, you know, every month I put X amount aside just for my person.
Yeah, it's quite
every
one-sided.
month, you know, I do A, B, C, D, E. That way, over time, isifike mahali. Now it's been so one-sided. The other person is so tired. Anataka tu kwenda home.
True.
Yeah.
That's so true. So like, what exactly is the bare minimum basi for like ladies? And you too like maybe come to Apple. Ajui, I get by the way.
Taking him out. Taking him out.
Maybe anamfulia daily. You know, ajui kama hiyo ni king's treatment.
Mfulia kwa mgonjwa.
somebody.
Kama if you're not the wife, just watch for him if he sees. Kama ako sawa, acha jifulie. But taking him out, that's just bare minimum. Like, it's a relationship after all. Like, si ati ni yeye ako hapo pekee. Just take him out, akikupeleka. That's bare minimum.
Yeah, there are people who've been together for such a long time. Na hata mtu ajai kula 10 bob yako. Like, it's just, hey, so excited. Like, siku moja tu, surprise. Money bouquet kidogo.
Hey, umeenda sana. Umeenda sana.
Like, nataka nishtuke. You know, baby, those cakes that have money in the middle.
Yeah. Some nasema tubaye like our men those cakes.
I mean, why not?
Flowers kiasi. Kwani
You'd want it if he did it for you.
Exactly.
Yeah, how much more when you do it for him?
Wengine wanataka viatu, jerseys, options.
Okay, mi acha ni buy viatu lakini kumpea money cake.
So gari, you can buy a car, you know.
Wewe nunua, mimi nitanunua kiatu.
Yeah, so ladies, I'm taking a look at our SMS line. That's 44455. And before we get into the next segment, which is red flag, green flag, I feel like this marries a lot into what we are about to get into. So I think I'll just read out the text for you, and then we'll have a discussion on what follows. Okay. So, hey, Chatspot. Okay, I'm a little confused, and I need your honest take. So I've been talking to this guy, let's call him Mark, for almost 3 months now. He's super consistent when it comes to messaging, but only on Snapchat. Wow. Yani kutext hadi WhatsApp na kutext Snapchat.
Usikii kuna mwingine hapo. Hapo ukichunguza kuna wa WhatsApp. When was Snapchat?
Okay, moving on. Like, we've got this 80-day streak, like wale wase wa streaks. Wako na 80-day streak.
Na wezi ni chat WhatsApp.
Going strong. Okay, she literally says going strong. Yeah. He sends good morning snaps, good night snaps. Sometimes he even snaps his food and asks what I've eaten. But here's the thing, we barely talk outside the app. Like aongee outside Snapchat.
Do they meet in person?
Kuna calls.
No, that's the interesting bit. No texts, no calls, and we haven't met in person for almost 2 weeks. Every time I
unajua kwa nini ghost?
True. Okay. You're not
Every
in a
time-
relationship.
Every time I suggest a plan, he says his work has got him swamped, but then I see him post events, football clubs, games, and road trips.
Maybe ni part of the work.
Ati when I brought it
Kwenda
up,
out na wasichana.
when I brought it up, akasema tunaongeaga kila siku, isn't that enough? So is this guy a red flag or a green flag? She literally puts it that way. Is he a red flag or a green flag?
You know, I'm almost asking, kwani yako blind? You see the red, ile sharp kabisa. Like, how are you asking me that question?
Bana, it's all over.
Anaona pink. Yeah, bado
You're
it's
pink.
time to leave.
And I just think you are not in a relationship. Yeah.
The guy
Sadly.
probably has like other girls. Kuna WhatsApp. Kuna unaweza pata dia kona bibi ndio maana like haezi kumit na watoto.
Snapchat.
Just Snapchat
Yetu ni
manze.
side piece, man.
Yeah, and it's so sad.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
You've said the kids thing, and I don't know whether you kind of remember this story. There was a time, how do I put this? I was hearing a story somewhere, and the girl was saying alikuwa kwa talking stage, kitu kama talking stage hivi. Yeah, and then sasa one day they're out with a guy, walikuwa wameenda out, and then they meet with a certain lady hapo hivyo later on, and then she's like, hi, let's call the guy Kamau. Hi Kamau, how are you doing? How are your kids? And then she's hearing for the first time hapa, ati how are your kids? Mmekuwa talking stage na huyu mse for a whole month. And then she goes and asks the guy. Yeah, imagine. And then she goes and asks the guy ati,
Kuna watoto.
when you have kids, and then the guy tells her, I didn't find that piece of information important for you.
They use
when
that
I
comment
first
in the
had
wrong places.
Yeah.
When I first had this, I was literally like, you didn't find the need to tell me.
Uko na
I could be a
watoto.
potential stepmom.
I know,
in a relationship, I am literally coming in to be the stepmom to these kids, and you didn't feel the need to tell me that.
And that's such a life-changing thing. Like, one day I'm a girl, the next day I'm a
I'm a
mother.
mom. Moja ni age mate wako. Na moja ni age mate wako.
Like, mpaka unashangaa, you know.
Shakuwa
So,
stepmom.
I think kunafaa kwa mpaka sijui na a checklist ya relationship. Like, things to ask before we even have a talking stage. Number one, do you have kids? Two, do you have an illness that I need to know about? Because you've heard of stories, you know, you go out with someone who anaanguka. I think, oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you that, you know, exactly.
Niko na
And
kifafa.
like it's so, because these things not only affect the person who has them, also the person who comes into their life. So you need to decide, like, am I comfortable being with someone who has a chronic illness for the rest of my life? I mean, I love you, but do I love you that much? Like, it's a choice that I really need to sit down and think. So, yeah, watu wakwe open, wakwe transparent. Usiachwe kwa mata. Yeah.
True. But let's talk about the green flag, golden retriever guys. What about them? You know, support them.
You know, sometimes inafikanga unaona tu this person is too green, inakaa too good to be
Yeah,
true.
it's like, hey, you are so kind, you are patient, you are doing all the right things, saying the
right
kidogo,
words.
you are too good to be true.
Yeah.
So I think we have been so poisoned by society. Ile, no one can be perfect, no one can be that good, but people have worked on themselves. There are people who are genuinely nice.
Yeah.
So, but umeona venye watu wamefanywa huko nje mpaka you get to a point where me I can't trust anyone. Kwanza if they are nice, ati people mostly say ati heri the devil I know than the angel that I don't know. Like, why don't you want to be with the angel? Personally, I'm going for the angel because
I agree.
Yeah,
I second you.
I don't have time for
And it's crazy. And I want us to talk about like man of the year, bana.
Hey, the men.
Men can be dogs.
They are doing a lot.
doing
Like
too
what's
much.
going
Yeah.
on? So our viewers wametutumia some of their stories to read.
Yeah.
And so I'm gonna read the first one.
I'm just naipea a quick eye na nasikia wa. Am I going to read all these? Yani mnafanyiwa hivi na mko huku. Guys, leave.
So this one person is saying, I can't be with you right now, but I also really don't want you to be with anyone else. Out of respect for me, please.
Respect what? Kwani
It's the audacity for me. The audacity.
For me.
Out of the respect, yeah.
For me.
Yeah.
Because you are
Not
who?
even for you. Ni mimi. Najiheshimu sana.
Unajua nashangaa because yeye ni nani? Kwani wewe ni Mungu jamani?
Like, I don't understand.
Like, the audacity, first of all.
True.
You ukakaa chini, you just thought about the message and
Na
said,
ukanitype I'm
this is
saying.
it. And then you sent it.
Like, girl,
What
wherever you
response?
are, we are sorry. We are sorry.
Yeah, like this is
Just
it's
leave.
so bad.
Yeah. There's this one. At least I've cheated on you with a guy, not a girl. You should be grateful. The hell?
Wow.
What's wrong with you? Like,
Wow.
is it even better? As in, how does cheating on me with a guy make it better? Like,
Damn.
shida ni gani na hawa wanaume wa jamani?
Cheating is cheating.
insane.
Kwanza
Crazy.
ati umecheat na yani umeenda, I don't even want to describe it.
You don't even want to think about it. It's not bad.
It's bad.
Yeah.
I don't know whether you guys have seen this one. Just updating you, my bleeding got really bad. I'm really faint and sick, waiting for 911 to ring back. If they don't, I'm having to wait on an ambulance. Just thought you might like to know they rang back because I'm so small. My body isn't coping with the blood loss. So I'm assuming this is from the girl. And the guy responds, ati I'm at golf. Nika na watch ball.
Kama
Unaweza
unanisumbua
date.
na shida zako.
Kufa tu.
Hey, that was so mean.
Yeah. And it's so equal.
The audacity for the
And they'll
guy.
be at your burial crying.
I know, like, you know,
Yeah.
we were
Ati
close.
ameshikiliwa hapo. She has been my girlfriend for 3 years. I loved her.
And literally, you are the first
Ati
person
I'm at-
Ali think of.
I'm at go.
That is crazy.
I'm
That
at
is
go.
so mean.
Like,
You know, these stories actually make girls okay. Kaa mimi niko hadi unajua nishaanza kuogopa wanaume. Sasa utaniambia hivyo aje?
my
Alafu
God.
kuja kuniambia usiku nanipenda, the gaslighting.
yeah.
Man.
So there's one here that says, this is the girl texting the boy. Why aren't you picking my calls? I still love you. Please give me a second chance. I failed to move on. And the guy replies, is your life really that empty? Or do you just not get enough attention at home? Move along. You're embarrassing yourself. Your constant fixation on me screams neglected middle child
What
energy.
Oh.
Hii
My days.
ukitumiwa hii
Middle
ya
child
debate WhatsApp,
energy.
social media, because this is genuinely so mean. Like it just goes to show how mean people are out here.
Aki guys, go easy on us. Walai we soft-hearted. Ai. Sasa ukiniambia hivyo nitafanya.
For me, it's just the audacity to pick up your
To
phone
pick
and
up.
text that. As in,
Yes.
how cold-hearted
Yeah.
can
And
you be?
also this goes to the girls, love yourself. Like love yourself enough to like just walk away. Not to constantly, cause hapa nasema, the girl was texting saying, why aren't you picking up my calls? So the girl had tried like over and over again. So jipende tu. When someone tells you, I don't want you in my life anymore, you need to say, you know what? It's okay. I love myself enough to walk away.
Yeah, and it also goes back to at the beginning of the relationship, observe the signs. There will be
There are
signs.
always
There
signs.
will be
The
signs.
flags are always there.
My sister, don't ignore
always
them.
ready.
You, itakuwa hapa. I'm saying, you will kill yourself over a man and there were signs.
Sijui kama mliona this story on X of a lady mwenye literally the shortest marriage that has ever been recorded on earth, which was 3 minutes. What happened ni after wametoka kwa courtroom because they were getting married in court, akienda kushuka stairs outside the courtroom, like akatrip, akategwa na dress, she almost fell, and then someone else held her, not sasa the new husband, and then the guy, instead of helping her up, akaanza kucheka, and the lady was like, what?
I almost lost my leg.
Went back into the courtroom na aka
Filed
call
for
off. Yeah, she filed for divorce. Literally 3 minutes. Because uta ignore hizi vitu, and this is the person who will set you on fire. Literally, atakuchomea kwa nyumba, and you won't blame anyone because hizi vitu zimekuwa zikishow right from the
The
beginning.
signs are always there. Never ignore a red flag, so to say, or
There's
a
nothing
bad
like
sign.
pink.
Exactly. Yeah,
If you
kuna
just-
pink, by the way.
By the, if you have doubts in your heart, just know it's not the right person.
Yeah.
Because
But
when
if you
it's
have
love, there are no
consult.
doubts.
Yeah, I think-
And you have to second guess yourself. Hey, oh, maybe he was busy.
Just having a
no.
bad day. Maybe she's just having a bad day. You can't have a bad day. every day. If you're a bad person, you're a bad person.
And most of the times wanakuanga narcissist ama like
Gaslight.
gaslighters.
Hey,
Like,
Promax.
maka unaanza kujishuku ama
Ama ni
nilisema,
mimi.
ama maybe I'm the problem.
Or maybe I'm asking for too much. Aye.
Or like the video ya unanuka maziwa kai. And she was like, but Nitoga.
It's your kid. It's your kid, manze.
That video was so heartbreaking
So
because
sad.
you're breastfeeding, you don't choose.
Yeah.
You know, ni life imekupata, we move. So someone telling you you're embarrassing me in front of my friends, juu nanuka maziwa.
Yeah,
How
actually,
else do you
like
expect me to smell?
Ni kwanza the fact ni mtoto wako. Sasa si ni wewe
Imagine.
uliniweka hapa. Actually you're to blame.
I know,
No,
and like the fact that the guy
crazy.
kept repeating over and over and over. Ni kama hujasikia vizuri, acha nirudie tena.
Na bedha wanakuanga na hiyo tabia. Wakiamua kukuudhi, watarudia.
Again and again and
And she was
again.
like so sympathetic. And like,
ni
akini
kama hata alikuwa na balancing tears. Like, I'm sorry for embarrassing you.
Feel sometimes like ukianza kupenda mtu una center your whole life around that person to the point of huwezi imagine your life without them. That's why it becomes so hard for you to live later on. But mkipendana out there, please reserve a bit of love for yourself because time might come when you have to walk out, and how will you do that if you don't have enough love for yourself? So pia to culture your culture ya self love.
Yeah, very important because when you love yourself, you'll never accommodate someone who treats you bad.
Yeah.
You'll know you're the prize.
You're always
you won't
the
settle for
prize.
less. Yeah.
And I also think that in your heart, you should have space for other people also. Like you have, there's like in your heart, there's space for your partner, for romantic relationships. There's a space for platonic relationships.
Yeah.
There's a space for
Yeah.
familial love. Like,
That's the point.
Ili
Yeah.
kuna mapenzi tu you can only get from your family.
Yeah.
A kind of love that you
Yeah.
can only get from your friends. So when you just center your whole love life kwa a
On one
romantic
person,
partner,
yeah.
if they leave you, hey, kidogo, you know, you get
Tutakuzika
crushed. Like it
kidogo.
just changes your life. People even go into depression because yani this person had your whole heart. Like hata you left your friends, hata wengine they just live like groups za kanisa. They never kama ukimwona nje, you know the man is around.
Yeah.
If you see the man outside, you know the girl is somewhere around. Because like their life has become so one, and there's nothing wrong with that. The only problem is if it's so one that there's no room for other
Anything
people
else.
like friends and family. So that's when it becomes toxic. Yeah.
And
Let's
also,
talk about the women of the year now. Women of the year. Iko watu wanapigwa character development na the women. Yeah. So we are not also saints.
I think
So
the men are the problem.
yeah. They are men.
But there are also women who are the problem.
Yeah.
Like unasikia tu this lady venye anaongelesha mtu unasema
Very
unless the Lord
disrespectful.
holds me I might break someone's neck.
Actually, I have heard of a story. A guy was married to a wife. And this story is shocking. Actually, naikumbuka nashtuka before hadi niwaambie. Because the guy is the breadwinner. The wife ni housewife. Like hana kazi anafanya. And then the woman is so demanding. Like mama, like the walikuwa naishi, wako na watoto wawili, walikuwa naishi like 2 bedroom. Ya 15 kidogo kidogo, hii nyumba inibambi, nipeleke ya 17 akapelekwa kidogo, hii haina hadi light, nipeleke ya 24 akapelekwa. And then the guy like anafanya kazi in an institution, but kila mtu kwa hiyo institution anajua Kevo hutoka late juu haezi enda home kwa bibi yake, juu bibi yake atenda katekate viatu. Imagine just one day alikuwa pissed off, nyinyi ni wajinga sana, akachukua viatu za mwanaume na akakata. And mind you, the girl is not earning anything, anaprovideiwa kila kitu. And I was like, kwani dem amezungushia boy, like ameenda kwa mrogi juu, how is this guy here?
Yeah.
And I was like, maybe this guy wasn't loved well in the past, you know. So at most of the times you find people who are like in bad relationship, enduring things that are not right or they don't deserve. They have had bad past, like they were maybe mistreated by their parents, they didn't have parents, so huyu ndo alikuwa wa kwanza kumpenda. And then the woman turned to be a monster. I ladies, aki mnatuaibisha jamani. What are those?
And I was
Speaking on behalf of the good ladies.
Aki kama mimi, unajua kama mimi guys. Kama unatafuta mtu, sijui nipeane namba. Mimi ni yule mzuri.
Number down below.
Yeah, it's also harder for people to live toxic relationships when they have kids. Because with kids, it's messy. Now, who's going with the kids?
Yeah.
As the man, would you want to leave your kids with that woman? You see, like, kuna so many things. As the man, will you take the kids? When you take them, sasa logistics. Now, nitakuwa nawacha na nani? Maybe there's one who's still breastfeeding. Like, yani, we should give these people more grace, and maybe we should have like facilities or like communities that help them. Like, usifeel ni kama uko alone. Because one of the reasons why people don't speak up in toxic relationships, ni nitambia nani. Number one. Number two, exactly, people will judge me. Like, how do I tell you ati nilipigwa? First reaction itakuwa ni na bado uko huko.
Umekaliwa na umekaliwa. Umeachilia bibi yako kukalia hivyo.
Like, hakuna room for people to speak up.
Yeah.
For women, equal, but for men especially, I don't feel like there's enough spaces for them to like come out and say, by the way, Mimi, I'm afraid nikilala na lalanga hivi na macho moja open, anything might happen. I'm very ready. So yeah, like as a society in general, we should create spaces, safe spaces for men where they can run to. And talk
also
about their
I
things.
guess for the mothers, when you raise your sons, don't teach them like they have to be hard. It's okay to usilie sana lakini it's okay to cry. It's okay to talk about your problem. You're not the stone. Like, you also have feelings. You're also going through something. Just share. It helps.
Find help.
Yeah. And I also think, just to add on to what Mumbi has just said, maybe also part of the reason mbona nini, like, watu wale wenye wako married, married with kids, find it a bit hard to step out of those toxic spaces. Ni just the whole idea of kids being involved. Unajua pia, if you really, maybe you went through something in the past, you don't want your kids to go through the same thing. So you're also checking out for their mental well-being. And you kukona ile question ya, how will this separation, how will this divorce affect these kids when they're growing up? So I think your space here, mental wellness generally in the whole setting of a marriage, and when it comes to kids, it also contributes to us wanting to sacrifice ourselves so that our kids don't suffer the kind of like
the
mentally
same thing that you went through.
And it goes back to, at the beginning of the relationship, do not ignore the signs, even for the men. Ukiona dem akona attitude, ikona question marks, don't ignore it, because you lock yourself in a place that you won't be able to move, because when you get kids, trust you you
Yes.
might end up being locked. Don't ignore the signs.
Jiulize tu kutoka mapema, like, is this the kind of person that I want to bring up my kids with?
Yeah.
I think itakusave a lot of
Drama,
a lot of
Wenye
stress.
naangalia
way
huyu
later
mtu,
on.
like, would I be happy if this person was the mother of my kids, or
Yeah.
if this person was the father of my kids?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or if my kids became exactly like
Like
this
this person.
Yeah. Would that make me
that question
happy?
is necessary.
Yeah.
So what's your like take on watu wenye already wamepitia? So like they are, tuseme wali break up, now they are in that period. What's your like advice to them?
They seek support. Like
Yeah.
there's a lot of support systems, even online. Call lines where you can call and talk to people. You can take your kids to counseling, because I feel like in divorce, people ignore the kids. It's like the mom is going through it, the dad is going through it, tutagawa aje shamba, a lot is happening, and people tend to ignore the kids, and the kids grow up bitter. Unapata mtu anasema, me, I'll never get married because I saw what happened to my parents' marriage. Or when they get into relationships, they are so hard on other people because like, this has to work, it has to work because this other one failed, and this one, I have to do everything to make it work. So take your kids to a psychologist, to a therapist, you know, just anything. Hata wewe as the parent, so that you don't bleed on the kids.
Yeah.
You take yourself. Hata unasema, maybe I don't feel like something is going on, but I acknowledge the fact that I've gone through something traumatic, and maybe I have like some repressed emotions.
And
So
that
I've
I
come,
don't know.
let's just talk about it.
And also for those people who are not in marriages, but it happened to you, you're broken by a woman, you're broken by a man, just find a friend you can share with, and do not be afraid to love again. The world is a great place here. There are great people out here. You just have to find the right person.
Yeah, I think for me, I just second what she said. I think the greatest gift that you could give your parent as a child is the gift of you healing, because you don't start bleeding on them. They don't have to start picking up wounds that you are inflicting on them. So twendeni therapy, to embrace therapy, guys.
Yeah.
And right now, I just want us to do a simple game where we just, you know, to flambagas on live television. Because, you know, why not? Ni Friday. Ni Friday. Let's just embarrass ourselves. Because the director has decided.
Amesema
Leo
tujiembarrass on national
tujiembarrass.
TV.
So, who wants to go first to embarrassing themselves?
I mean, I generally feel
Can we
like I
vote?
can win this.
Can we vote on who should start?
I volunteer. I volunteer.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. Peter Piper picked. Okay, let me start again.
Faster, girl. Faster.
Faster. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers that Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where's the peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked? Period.
Tumekubalia to be.
I can't even go second.
Sema, director asieke R ama L.
Oh, okay, sawa.
Angenishika.
Burudia.
Sasa unajua.
Tunataka mbio mbio.
Kushine sana.
Mbio. Watu here.
Enda raha juu.
Do main sis. Main sis.
Due to demands.
Due to public
Due to
demand.
demands, yeah.
Let me do it again. Okay. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers that Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where's the peck of pickled peppers that Peter Piper picked?
Damn girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. Due to public demands.
Mzazi ameona selfies kwenye vienda.
Ameweza hiyo.
Yeah.
Hey.
Purity should pay wengine. Purity, we vote you. We vote for you.
Calm down,
We root for you.
Hapa kuna
Girl power. You can do it, baby girl.
Why guys. Haya. Peter Piper. Peter Piper picked up. Jesus. Atusema tu next. Hey, jamani watoto.
Karibu sema, we're going on a short break, guys.
We'll be back. Peter Piper picked a pepper, a bag of pickled peppers that Peter Piper. Hey, yo, Nisha, give up, guys. I'm sorry, I tried.
Moving on.
Moving on. Next.
I can try it. Peter Piper picked up pickled peppers. A peck. Hey. Where's the peck of pickled peppers? Peter picked is picked. Damn, the P's are too many. Let's try it again. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, that Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked a peck, fungia tu.
You can do this. You believe in this.
For efforting movies. I tried.
Oh, okay, well, I thought it's the effort that counts.
Yeah.
Peter Piper picked a peck. Hey, Peter Piper picked a peck of Hey, Peter. Okay. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers that Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where is the peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked? The last ya mwisho nimenaona nimejaribu.
Ya mwisho ilikuwa sindio?
Nimeona nyuma ya tent.
Next time sijali guys.
I hope you guys will enjoy as much as we have enjoyed. Oh my God, it was amazing hosting with you girls. It was like no other show. I hope nyenye mume have fun vile si tume have fun. I was your host Spirity Mathu, and this was Chatspot. Bye.
Bye guys.
Bye.
Bye.